That is by far the biggest carpenter ant mound I have ever seen. They haven't asked for our pest control, so forget them. All right, what's up, YouTube? Out here playing disc golf, frisbee golf with my cousin. He's out training. Ethan, my sales rep, and we're having a blast today on a rainy day. However, we're out playing disc golf, having fun, and I'm out noticing nothing but bugs. You guys got to see this. This is a carpenter ant mound. It literally starts right here and goes all the way around this tree. All these trees. Holy cow. That is by far the biggest carpenter ant mound I have ever seen. They haven't asked for our pest control, so forget them.
All right, everybody, welcome back. It's the end of the day. I'm going to spend a little bit of time today on the moped. It's over here. I've alluded to it. I even showed you the box I got. So I'm going to piddle around with some tires and maybe the carburetor. We'll see if we can get this thing to fire up. So I don't know if I mentioned this, but the main reason why I did the sonic cleaner on the carburetor is I didn't want to buy a whole new carburetor until I knew that the bike's going to run. Plus, I'd really like to keep it original since this was my dad's. My dad's and my best friend's before that. So I don't want to change a bunch. I know it doesn't matter, but to me it just seems kind of keeping it pure if I'm running the stock carb. Just want to see if it runs. If it doesn't run right, maybe we'll buy a new one. We'll start with a carb. Maybe we'll get on some tires today. Okay, I want to show you real quick. There's the inner tube, obviously. The thing that I pulled off of this is this little strip. What it covers is where the spoke ends are. So you got to get that lined up with the hole, get your tire started, and then you can put your tube in. I like to put a little bit of air in it because it makes it easier to hold the shape of the tire, and then we'll get it to bead on. There is a solution that you put on your tires. They do it at the tire shop. Use a little brush, they go, makes it slide in easier. I struggle a little bit, but I got it on. You just got to be careful. They make tire tools like for bikes that are spoon shaped, soft edges. I use screwdrivers, so you're running a risk of popping your tube if you do that. But I think I got it okay. I'm gonna air it up, see if it'll bead. All right, I think we got it. Again, that tire lube would be good to have, but I don't have it, so maybe I'll put some Dawn on the next one. See if it'll slide on there better. Okay, let's go put it back on. All right, I got the, forgot to grab the camera after the time lapse, but I got the other tire off. Came off pretty easy. I'll show you on this rim, the top of the spokes. The spoke actually screws through this cap, so it can be sharp there. So we'll get the ring and we'll put it on it first. So this is the rubber protector ring. So you just find your hole, lay it on there. So it just lays in here on top of those spokes to give you a little bit extra protection. I don't have the tire slime, so just mostly Dawn, a little itty bitty bit of water. That should work. We just need to wipe it on the tire, so let me get some towels. Reason I'm using soap is because I want it to go away as soon as I get the tire on so we can wash it. That should get rid of it. So just on the rim, you've seen how they do it. They just go around the rim. The stuff that they use, the compound, actually makes it so that the rubber can expand better. I don't know, I've been told. All I know is I want the tire to slide on there, so we're gonna hope she does. Come on, baby. There we go. Okay. Got one edge. I can set my tube in there. I put just a little bit of air in it. It's way easier to work with. See how this one, about that much air is what you're going to want. Otherwise it'll fight you. So a little bit different than a bicycle. These have got a screw. It holds the stem. Kind of like a car or a TPMS sensor on a car. So you take the outside screw off, slip it through the hole, put that screw on, it'll hold it in place. So you got to put it inside the tire. And if you have too much air, that's okay. You can let it out. And put my retaining nut on the stem. That'll hold it in place. You remember when you were riding your bike as a kid and you slammed on the brakes and the tire would spin on the rim, make your valve stem not straight? That's what this is to prevent. All the torque that you get on a moped. So much torque. That's a little low. That's about perfect. So the soap helped quite a bit, but now I can wash it off when I wash the bike. These tires look pretty good. All right, you see everybody's gone from the office. It's dark. Well, it's not dark, but I've got tires on the moped, and then I've got chain adjusted, both chains. It's got two chains, one for the bike, one for the moped. I'm missing, I took the carburetor off a long time ago. I'm missing one of the little nuts that holds the carburetor on. I'll pick up one of those tomorrow. Then we are to a point where I'm going to either pull that gas tank and clean it or see what's in it, see if it'll hold gas and not have junk in it. And then we start it. We try to start it. Who knows? This thing is not running 30 years. Do you think it's going to work? If it starts, I'm going to wash it. That's the first order of business. But now that we got tires, at least I can ride it around like a bike. So that's the moped for today. I'll get a nut for the carburetor tomorrow, and then we'll finish tightening that on. And who knows? I guess you guys will find out if it runs when I find out if it runs. All right, that's it for today.